So it's been a few days since NBA free agency has officially started, and things have cooled off a little bit. You know, it's actually really the crazy side of things have come from the trades that we have seen so far, man. As we talked about yesterday, Rudy Gobert on the Minnesota Timberwolves, but we still have quite a bit to talk about over the course of the past 24 hours, man. Before we get going on this NBA offseason speculation, rumor, trade video, if you guys don't mind leaving a like, and of course, subscribing if you're new to the channel, as I cannot grow this channel without you, my friend. I can make 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos a day, but I need you to hit that subscribe button so I can continue growing, man. But okay, let's get right into it. By the way, I hope everybody's having a very safe, very fun holiday for people that are celebrating. And for people that are not celebrating a holiday, I just hope you're having a very good day too, man, because we all deserve to have good days, right? But alrighty, so let's start with, where do we want to start, man? Let's start with this one right here. So this is about 20 hours ago. You guys already know this one by now. Donte DiVincenzo has agreed to a 2-year, $9.3 million deal with the Golden State Warriors. Not going to lie, this definitely seems like a type of contract somebody signs when they want to kind of ring chase in a way. I think Donte is worth more than that. I think that Donte kind of, I don't know, man, like, maybe needs to get a new agent, not really sure, but he very well could just be content with going for a championship ring, and I think that's okay. He's going to be amazing for that Warriors team, fit into their system instantly, and be a really good player to have off that bench. We also have Darius Garland today, did agree to a rookie maximum extension that's worth about $231 million, so dude made the All-Star team last season, definitely is a big reason why this Cleveland Cavaliers team is coming back, not only like in a really strong way, but also a lot quicker than a lot of people thought so, right? There's a significant obstacle. Oh, this one is, yeah, that's what I don't get here, man. There's a significant obstacle on the Kevin Durant to Miami trade front per Sam. This says, or Sam Amick, A-M-I-C-K, says Durant, it seems, would only want to play on a Heat team that includes Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and Kyle Lowry. Gotta put my phone down for this one, man, because there is such a disconnect between Kevin Durant and the Nets that I have no idea. Are we going to have another Ben Simmons situation? Or, because Kevin Durant wants to get traded to a contender. The fact of the matter, though, is that Rudy Gobert just got traded for like 4 or 5 first round picks and just a really good haul, which, I mean, I think I can agree, or maybe you can agree with me, that Kevin Durant is a better basketball player than Rudy Gobert, and it's going to have his trade value very, very, very high, man. Like, the time to do a trade was before the Rudy Gobert one, because I would say, you know, based off of some of the trades we've seen this offseason, have that be Christian Wood, Jeremy Grant, things along those lines, it's been relatively just kind of like cheap type of trades, right? But now that ceiling, or that value, because of Rudy Gobert to the Timberwolves, is very, very high, and fact of the matter, for KD to get traded to a team that he wants to contend on, it's going to take those players that are utilized to contend to trade for Kevin Durant, and then at that point, you're left with Kevin Durant and the rest of the team. And it's definitely going to have to be some middle ground on both sides, I think. Like, I would not just give away Kevin Durant. The guy's on a 4-year contract, I believe it is. And when it comes down to it, I mean, the Nets do have to do what's best for their franchise. It's just, I don't really know how this is going to play out where everybody's happy. I think it's going to come down to like a 3 or 4 team trade. Has to be something along those lines. It's the only way, man, that makes this happen. What else we got going on here? We have, okay, I'm going backwards on my phone. Yeah, this one's interesting. The Boston Celtics view Malcolm Brogdon as a 6-man, which I was kind of wondering about that because, you know, I spoke about it a little bit in the video that I made about that, and I like him as a starter, but I also think I can also see where it makes sense where they want to use him as a bench player. The only reason I say that is because, you know, with that Celtics team, what was so great about them was their defensive versatility, and a big part of that was, you know, you had Jason Tatum playing the 3 spot, you had Jalen at the 2, Marcus Smart at the point guard spot, so you had some size at all those positions, you had Al Horford who could switch around, you had Robert Williams out there, man, so by incorporating Malcolm Brogdon into the team, you know, you all of a sudden have to go back to that small ball again with Tatum at the 4, so not only is he asked to take over the load offensively, but still handle all the great power forwards in the NBA, at that position too. So it makes sense. I mean, if you're a Celtics fan, you might want to see Brogdon start, but when it comes down to it, like, you can either have a really good starting lineup, or you could have still a really good starting lineup that got to the NBA Finals, but also have Malcolm Brogdon come off your bench. Like, that's a pretty good scenario, and I do think we would see a lot of, you know, closeout lineups with JT at the 4, you know, and Malcolm Brogdon and Marcus Smart in the backcourt together. So, yeah, man. This one we have about 19 hours ago via Woj. The Indiana Pacers are engaged on trade talks centered around Miles Turner. I have not heard anything additional on that, but it does seem like the Pacers are going into that full-on rebuild mode. Miles Turner's at the point in his career where he probably wants to contend a bit better, and he's the type of guy that can help out a lot of different teams, right, man? Like, his style of play is perfect in today's NBA at that center position. Here we have the New York Knicks are hesitant to trade the combination of picks and players that it would take to land a player like Donovan Mitchell. Once again, you relate that to the Kevin Durant situation, the asking price. You're probably having to give up 4, first round picks, if not more than that. You probably have to give up like RJ Barrett or something, Obi Toppin. I mean, I could see where the Knicks don't want to do that, but I think Donovan Mitchell is better on the Jazz than Rudy Gobert was. Like, Rudy's so great, but Donovan Mitchell, I feel like, is more of a guy that you build a championship team around. Rudy Gobert, I think, is an add-on piece. And, the fact that he was traded for that, Donovan Mitchell's trade value is going to be so much higher. So here we go, man. The Charlotte Hornets are expected to pull their qualifying offer on Miles Bridges, making him an unrestricted free agent, man. So, I don't know if this is a case of, just obviously with everything that's happened with him in California and everything, I don't know if that's the Charlotte Hornets just saying, okay, we don't want Miles Bridges anymore. We don't like some of the stuff that surrounds him right now. We're looking to build our team in the right direction. And what could happen, though, is that could have a domino effect where maybe other teams feel the same way, where you look at Miles Bridges, I think as a player, you see that I don't think he's an all-star or anything like that, but I think Miles Bridges is a great 3-level scorer. I do think there's aspects of his games that he needs to improve on. I think his three-point shot has to get better. I think if he could utilize his athleticism for the defensive advantage, that would help out a lot. But I don't know. I could see where if he's looking to get that bag, maybe get that max contract, teams might be a little hesitant now, because that's a lot of money to put towards a player that you're not quite sure what you're getting off the court with. And I don't know, man. I don't know if it's going to be a circumstance if Miles Bridges is going to end up signing a 1-year contract with the Lakers for $2 million or something. I have a feeling something like that is going to happen. I think Miles Bridges is going to be okay, if I don't get paid this offseason, let me take this really, really cheap deal, prove to you guys again that, hey, yes, I did some things off the basketball court, but as a basketball player, I'm still great. And I don't know, man, but I think that's what's going to happen. I don't think he's going to get that big contract. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe a team that would even think about goes up and grabs him for a really good deal, and so be it. That definitely is a very real possibility, but yeah, man, it's just why would Miles do some of them actions like that right the day before free agency? So, yeah, his qualifying offer is rescinded. Is the word of the day, man. Actually, it's not. I think that's the first time we said it. Maybe the second. Here we have, this about 36 minutes ago. The Sixers and Rockets are still in trade talks revolving Eric Gordon with Matisse Thybulle. I like that. Would be a huge move for the Philadelphia 76ers. And, for the Rockets, I mean, you get a great defensive player. It's he does. If Matisse could add a 3-point shot to his game, he would be like Contavious Caldwell-Pope on steroids. And he just has to add that offensive. You have to do it, man. You can't be Andre Roberson, okay? You can't be Andre Roberson. You got to be Bruce Bowen or something, man. Shout out to the San Antonio Spurs. Although I think not a lot of people like Bruce Bowen because they said he was a dirty player. But hey, I mean, Duke could shoot that 3-ball. Cody Martin on the Hornets for 4 years, $32 million. Good for him. Good for the team. Raptors believe they can build best package for Kevin Durant, who's at least open to the idea of playing in Toronto. I've not heard if he's actually open or not. I don't know if that's speculation, but hey, man, the Raptors, y'all just keep on building these great teams and just, getting them superstar small forwards to get you all that ring, man. And I mean that not in a joking way. That's actually really awesome. If not only they got a ring with Kawhi Leonard, but if you could also get Kevin Durant over there now, that's actually pretty interesting and pretty cool, in my opinion. Here we have Celtics could theoretically entice the Brooklyn Nets with a package centered around Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart for Kevin Durant. I think after bringing in Malcolm Brogdon, I think that's definitely a realistic possibility that you can definitely look at doing. So what do you all think, man? But I will say, though, because if you still want to do your tall ball thing, is Tatum going to play the 4 and KD at the 3? Or is KD at the 4 with Tatum at the 3, but then Al Horford's on the bench, which I think people would probably be okay with. So you got that. And that is all I have here, man. I know one thing I definitely missed here. Hey, there's Miles Bridges again and Jason Tatum. One thing I definitely missed is Zach LaVine signed an extension with the Bulls. So happy about that, man. I low-key was thinking maybe the Dallas Mavericks would be interesting, but I wanted him to go to that Bulls team and hopefully complete the process over there, man, because I think that Bulls team is very close. But that is all we have for this video. Sorry if I missed anything, guys. Holiday weekend and everything like that. It's easy to slip up on different stories and everything, but that is all we have, my friends. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace out.